Okay, so recently I had a situation where I went on a date with a particular guy, which will remain nameless because this is the World Wide Web and people from my school watch me, which is annoying. But anyway, I recently, went on a date, something cute or whatever. And, the date was nice. Everything was cool. I've talked to him, of course, before the date. We had some conversation. We were quote unquote talking. We went on a few dates and things like that. Nothing too serious, nothing too major. I don't jump into anything. Y'all should see that. Y'all know me by now. I don't jump into anything. I don't just go off in a tangent with people. But it was very, 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 very funny to me that after a certain amount of dates, you just automatically thought that we was gonna have sex. You automatically knew that we was gonna have sex because you took me out a few places to see. What you fail to realize is, no shade, but that's what dating is. And old-fashioned type of girls like me, that's what we do. I understand that college is fast-paced and get to this, get to this, get to that, but I'm not down with that, and that's not my thing. Okay? So, other than that being said, you decide that you are going to tell everyone that we already had sex already. You're supposed to be grown, older than me. You know what I mean? Because I like older guys. You're supposed to be older than me. And you're acting like you're in high school and you never, ever touched this. Ever. Which I felt was very funny. No, I didn't get upset because I could have got upset. I could have got very, very mad. And it could have been a real big issue. But I decided not to make a big issue. Why? Because you mean nothing to me. And just because you were on a date, we went on a date or whatever, and you assumed, made an ass out of you and me, mostly you, but you assumed, that we were going to just have sex, and so you just going to tell everybody that we had sex? Are you serious, though? Like, are you for real? And so I wanted to make a video about it because maybe some people have went through this whole situation before. Quinn doesn't do that. Quinn doesn't deal with that. That's unnecessary. It's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, no shade or anything, but for real, this is my 2 cents about it, and it's gonna be left alone because I don't care. I know what I do, and I know who I lay with, and I know what it is. If you have someone who you're really, really interested in, and you feel like they haven't slept with a lot of people, so you want to get them a notch under your belt, like, oh yeah, I had sex with her, whatever, which is, like, okay, I like to be somebody that's like, oh, she ain't had sex with nobody, so she's like, at the top of the food chain. Because the more people, girls, let's just have this, the more people you have sex with, the lower of the food chain you go. Now, this is my theory. Now, a hoe is always going to be around. You know what I'm saying? She's always going to be really relevant because she's needed. She's a necessity to the guys. And the good girl is always put to the back burner because she's going to make you wait and take her on dates and, actually get to know you before they lay down on you. See, that's the back burner good girl. But the freak, now the freak is at the top of the food chain, right? But once the freak gets a little worn, she done went to you and your brother and your cousin, your sisters, things like that, she just starts to become lower at the food chain. And it's nothing but a big cycle. Just watch my hands. It's nothing but a big cycle from freak, hoe, good girl. Freak, hoe, good girl. Freak, hoe, good girl. And you're just going lower and lower and lower at the food chain. The more years that you are around and relevant, the more years that you are around as a whole freak or good girl, you're going to still stay in the same reputation. But see, people are not going to fuck with you because they know they're going to have to put in work to get with you, which is an issue. So this is my whole theory to that. The freak, please stay a freak because you keep, good girls a good name, but you make women as a whole look bad. So if you are okay with being a freak, and this is what you do, you don't really like your walls and stuff like that. So that's okay to have, but for the hoe, you just down for the count. You know what I'm saying? You just down for whatever relevant. So it's like, when is the cycle gonna end? When is the cycle going to end? When is the cycle going to be all good women? When is the cycle going to be to the point where there's no freak or hoe, but you're a freak, or you're a hell for your man? Like, why is it that you have to sleep with so many other men to be relevant, or to be have some status about yourself, or to be, you know, taken as something that's real, when you should be already taken and relevant as for being a pretty girl, or being someone and then the whole thing with that, the whole materialistic thing, because once you're a freak, you have to stay at a certain caliber, but you don't, because the really thing about it is they'll have sex with you if you're raggedy and you're ratchet and your hair looks like a mess. But your good girl, which is on the back burner once again at the end of the food chain, you know, you're bad, you know, have a nice body, nice wear, your gear straight, mug is always sitting. Check the mug though. But the mug is always flawless, you know, hair is always right, you know, whatever, nails done, feet and nails correspond, because you're not bad if your nails and your feet are not the same. See, there's French on my nails, there's French on my toes too, you know. But anyway, that's another video. Anyway, back to my theory. And we're gonna make this short. We're gonna sum this up, because this is my whole thing on the whole situation. Me being the good girl, and I've never ever been a freak or a hoe, so I wouldn't really know how to place myself on that food chain. But I do feel this. Me being me and have a certain caliber and a certain status about myself, you're not going to come up to me and just be on that BS. Like, your rap game got to be right. Your, you know, clothes, your little gear has to be on set. You have to come for me in order for me to get my attention. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I am high maintenance or just, you know, snobby or nothing like that. No, I just have a certain standard. And I'm not what Chili wants, because Chili is a damn fool with that whole list thing that she has going on. I don't really have a list. All I do want is you to have certain characteristics about yourself, so that I could be able to fuck with you. But the whole thing about it is, with dude, back to my whole situation, you had the characteristics and you had the certain, which makes me really evaluate my characteristics and my caliber. Get what I'm saying? So when things happen like this, ladies, you have one or two things. You can be mad and, you know, call him and curse him out and, you know, make yourself look like a damn fool. Or you can be a woman about it and chop it up, send it to the game, and let it be. You know what I mean? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to charge it on my MP3 player or iPod and or Blackberry. And I'm going to check it to the game. Because the whole thing about this is, I know what I do and I know who I lay with, boo. And for you to be on that bullshit and tell people that you did, shows a lot on your character, not mine. And I'm not the one that has to, you know, have the answer to that. So I'm not even going to be mad about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm in all in good spirits. This is really a nice day. Other than that, I think that's about it. About my whole theory, my whole characteristics and my list. So it just really makes me reevaluate my standards, my caliber, and my whole little list. The whole Chili thing, she's a damn fool. But I feel like this is going to make me reevaluate and really get deeper into the people that I associate myself with. Anyway, I feel cute today. I decided to be different and get something different with my hair. Check the mug though, because I took no time with it. Flawless. But anyway, I can show y'all my outfit. It's just something real cute. If I can get this thing off. It's just something real cute today. I have on my little frilly shirt that I got from Forever 21. Some little nerd glasses. I like my nerd glasses. A little you know, regular little jacket. I got on some elastic tights from American Apparel, and just some cute little shoes, some little boots that I got from Rack Room with a little buckle on them. They're so cute. Anyway, have a fabulous day, and that's my whole theory. And I love you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever. If you subscribe, you subscribe all day because it is free. You know, nobody's gonna charge you. I will.